Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and today I am bringing you a how to vet video. So as you guys know, I received early access for The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs, but it is out today for everybody. No more early access. You can go pick this up right now. It comes out today, so head down to your local shop or just head over to Origin, and if you pre-ordered it, you can get it. If you haven't, then you can now buy it. It's available for everyone. So I thought it would be a perfect time to give you guys kind of a walkthrough of the vet career, because some of you may not have played with this element of the game before. If you haven't got Get to Work and if you haven't got Dine Out, the vet system works as a business like in those games. More so like Dine Out and the restaurant feature. You basically purchase a veterinary clinic, and then from that you build up your own business. You can set the markups, you can stock some items that your Sims can buy, and then it kind of works like the doctor career of Get to Work, because you have to examine the patient, find out what's wrong with them, and then give them the correct cure. So I'm going to walk you through kind of like a step-by-step guide on how to, one, set up your business, what's the best possible way to start your business when you first own your vet clinic. You are going to need 84,000 simoleons. The in-game vet clinic, you can obviously build your own, but the one that's already in-game in Brindleton Bay costs 84,000 simoleons, and it also only has 2 examination rooms. So if you are looking for a bigger clinic, then you're probably going to have to download one off the gallery or something like that. But first, what you're going to want to do is actually purchase the vet clinic for your sim, and you can do this the same way of owning a retail store and also a restaurant in The Sims 4. And to do that, you're gonna want to be in live mode, and then you head down to that little till in the bottom right hand corner and buy a vet clinic, which will then take you to the worlds page. Obviously there already is a pre-built one in Brindleton Bay, the Brindleton Hospital, and you can confirm that. You can buy it fully furnished if you can afford it. I did obviously motherload for this little thing. I wouldn't encourage it, but I suppose you're not really gonna earn 84,000. And then what you'll want to do is actually transfer some funds. Like I said, I did motherload this, so this sim did have a lot of funds that he could put in to his veterinary clinic, and as you can see, this is the pre-built clinic. So as soon as you own this clinic, this little pop-up appears in the top right hand corner saying, owning and running a vet clinic is hard work. Pets are like family to a lot of Sims, and they're trusting you to take good care of their sick furry friend. Be sure to hire skilled employees, manage your clinic properly, and level up your vet skill to succeed. So there is actually a veterinary skill, which is really, really cool. It's kind of like the doctor skill in Get to Work, as I said. What you're not going to want to do is exactly what I did just then and rush into buying and opening your vet clinic, because you're going to have to change a lot of things round. This is obviously the main menu for running your vets. I did close it because I was like, oh, I need to change some stuff up. So I actually set the markup to 200, which I later realized was really expensive. A lot of my customers were saying that the experience that they received at my vets probably wasn't worth the money. And then you can also manage employees and select a sim to hire. They all have different skills. Obviously, the top one is the vet skill, the middle one is the handiness skill, and the third one is charisma. I actually went for Zoe Patel because everyone was pretty much on a basic level for the vet skill and handiness. However, Zoe had the highest charisma, so I thought she'd be really handy to have around. She could talk to patients, she could calm Sims down and stuff like that, which is what you need in a vet clinic. You need someone with a level head who can talk to the animals and talk to their owners and reassure them. So the vet skill actually is a skill that goes up to level 10, and handiness is needed just to equip all of your items with upgrades so that they can never break, and basically it just means your vet clinic runs a little bit smoother when your equipment can't break down on you. So once your vet is up and running, you just have to wait for customers to arrive. As you can see, this pet owner is currently checking in, so we're gonna go greet her, and you can either choose to greet the pet or the human, and it still makes the same thing happen. So you get this pop-up saying, treat patient. Cleo means the world to me, and she has been feeling awful lately. Whatever you can do to help will be greatly appreciated. And then automatically your sim will walk into the examination room, and the sick pet whose owner or pet you have just greeted will walk in and get on the examination table by themselves, and then it will pop up so that you can start the examination. As you can see, little Cleo has some stars around her head. It looks like she's a little bit dizzy, it looks like she's a bit confused, and she's most likely suffering. In the top left hand corner you see the exam results, and the top bar that you see flickering away is actually the stress levels of the pet. So as you're examining them, they will get a little stressed out, and that will increase. But you can do examinations. I found that taking the temperature first was always one of the best routes to go down, and then also listening to the heartbeat and listening to their breathing. It tends to always unlock some of the symptoms that the animals have. I don't know why this was. As you can see, just listening to the heart just showed that she had extreme lethargy and also a sluggish heartbeat. So we only need to find one more, but her stress levels are rising up, so we need to calm her down a little bit. This is when charisma, I feel, comes in handy, because your sim can really take care of the pet. It knows how to handle them. He is a dog lover and a cat lover. He loves all the animals, so he did get very giddy around them, but at least he knows how to handle them. So he's just giving her a stroke, reassuring her, and then once it goes back down to 0, we can continue the examination process. And this is pretty much just a process of elimination. You can do as many exams as you want, and then once you have unlocked all 3 of the symptoms, then you actually know what the animal is suffering with and can give it the correct treatment for the job, which in the end is actually going to help towards your clinic raising in stars. The star system works the same way as Dine Out, so each customer will have a star above their head, and these will correlate to their judgments of your vet clinic. So currently this customer is feeling that our vets is a level 3, and our administration of the medication actually failed that first time around because the cat was far too stressed out. So again, we need to dial it back, we need to calm it down. The customer looks pretty happy. I mean, she's a 3, which is pretty average, but I think you start out at 1 star. So 3 stars is definitely better than the 1 star that we started with. So again, we can go back to treatment, administer the shot, and make this poor little kitty feel better. This dog's just wandered in, again, a patient who looks pretty frozen to me and a brand new customer. So there we go, we cured the sickness. As you can see, she's pretty happy that we managed to fix her cat up, and she is gonna pay us. However, she did think that it was a little overpriced because I did do that 200% markup, which was probably my bad, and I do actually bring it back down to, I think, an 100% markup because I realized, yeah, this is a bit extortionate for our vets, even though vet treatment is very expensive. I have learned that the hard way. So guys, that is the examination process done and out of the way. Like I said, the best choices that I find are to look at the skin and the fur, test their heartbeat, test their breathing, and also take their temperature. You always seem to find it out within those 4 actions that your vet does. But if you don't want to go through the whole process of elimination, there is a more quicker way more quicker. There is a quicker way to do it for your vet, however, it does add more added strain onto the animal. So as you can see, this animal was pretty much stressed out already, clearly doesn't like coming to the vets. So what we do is calm it down before we even start any kind of examination whatsoever. The owner doesn't look very happy for some reason. She might be hot-headed. That might be why she's swearing. I don't think she's actually swearing at us. And then we can choose to move the pet to the surgery station, which is that big hunk of metal that you see in the right hand corner of my screen. So your vet will kind of call the pet and be like, hey dude, follow me, come on, we're gonna get you all fixed up, and you can enter this room right here with the surgical station on it. Your sim gets on the little conveyor belt, your pet gets on there, and then there are a range of options that come with this. So you can either do scans or you can do surgeries on this machine. So you can do a brain scan, an intestinal scan, or a vascular scan. And then the surgeries are extract excess cuteness, which I can't see that being a cure for anything, lubricate tail wagger joint, refill nose hydration reservoir, turn, tickle, tangle, readjustment surgery, I think that says, and unblock kibble. So those are all the options for the surgeries. We are giving this dog a quick little brain scan, and it's quite clearly got bones on the brain. I mean, what dog wouldn't? As you can see, that did unlock 3 out of the 4 of the things that it is suffering from. And then we also give it an intestinal scan. It looks like it's eaten a squeaky toy, which is never a good sign. And there you go. We've quickly unlocked all 4, and the little green thumbs up on the surgery suggests which is the best one. On this one, it was the refill the nose reservation, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it some fluids back into its nose, and here it appears in its sad little cone of shame. But we're gonna call it a good pet because it behaved really well, its stress levels were super low, and he was a good little doggo, so I appreciate that. A good doggo is an easy patient. This woman is so conflicted about the score she wants to give us. We were on a 5, and then she actually demotes us back down to a 4, unfortunately. But she did say we were great with pets, so I can't really fault my vet for what he just did for that patient. And there we go. That's the simple, quick, and easy way. However, the poor little pupper does not look impressed that we had to give them a cone of shame. Look how upset he is. He does not appreciate that. So those are the basics of actually examining a pet, and as you can see, our rating did increase to 2.5 stars. Once you are a 5-star, that is the best you can be, and then once you close your surgery, you obviously get a summary of what you've earned and what you can improve on. So apparently we can improve on our quality of service, our value of service, because again, I did make that 200% markup. However, our wait time was perfection. They were all really impressed with the super quick delivery of treating their pet. And just like with restaurants, you do collect perk points for everything you do, so you can buy additional vets with these perk points. You can unlock vet supply quality. You can temporarily increase the number of customers that you'll be getting. You can make patients more patient, which is always handy. You can give inspirational speech to your employees to improve their work ethic. You can lower their training costs. You can make sure it's well managed for when you're not there. And you can also reduce pet stress, which I feel is going to be super helpful because it means the pets won't become as stressed out whilst you're trying to examine them in the future. And of course, if you don't want to do this all legitly in the game, there is a skill which I have managed to figure out for the vet skill. So it is stats.set skill level major veterinarian and then the actual number that you want to go up to. So I increased his to level 10 and he managed to reach the vet skill level 10. And on top of the vet skill and looking after pets, there are some fun things that your sim can actually do. So they can head on over to this crafting bench and they can either craft things that are available for the surgery station or things to help calm down your sims. And then there are things called treats, which he unlocked Ambrosia when he reached a level 10, which can actually bring cats and dogs back to life, which is just insane. And there are a lot of fun ones to play with. Some of these will make pets unwell, so you could kind of be a messed up vet and give them treats which make them sick, so they constantly have to come back to your vet clinic and you just make more money. Or there are good treats which can make your pets happy. I'm not gonna spoil them for you guys, you'll have to find out what they do in your game, but I can say that it's a really cool little addition to the vet career. You don't just have to focus solely on the pets. And also your sim can do that in their off time. Say if you've closed the clinic for patients to come in, they can just create a load of treats for them, and then you can stock these in the little vending machine that you guys see by the door. So you can drag the treats over to there and people can buy them, which again earns your clinic more money. But guys, that is it for this tutorial on how to vet in The Sims 4 cats and dogs. I hope this video was informational. I hope it helps you to understand the vet career a little bit more for when you get your game and you can play around with it. I will also be focusing on this career more in depth and at a much slower pace in my Sims 4 cats and dogs Let's Play. If you haven't checked that out, I will leave a link in the description down below to the playlist. We have a really fun family who I'm already obsessed with, and we're only on the second part, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. Let me know whether you're gonna have a vet in your game. I'm sure we all are because it's a brand new career in The Sims 4. But thank you all so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if it was helpful to you, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye guys!